Okay, so I took a small break there for a second because I needed to go get some stuff in order. Then this message popped up down here saying that in an hour and a half they're going to be performing maintenance for 4 hours. So, guess I'm just going to get right to it. No holding off. Oh, Alphino said, "So, it is fairies." Thancred is trying to think his way out of the present predicament. As it stands, we cannot hope to find the way to Rionge. For that, we must convince the pixies to lift the spell. Okay. From what I could make of the voices, the creatures want to play with us. If that is the case, they should permit us to find their village. Lida Lran. That's the name of it. Come. I have a sneaking suspicion this path will lead us directly to their midst. Oh, and I should mention that Minfilia has been informed of our situation, of the different worlds, and our mission. You may consider her an ally. I don't know how much I would have entrusted, like, the most sought-after person in all of Yulmore to that information. I wouldn't have... whatever. I'm not that fucking leader. Yeah, okay. I'm probably gonna do a few quests, like, do it for, like, roughly an hour, then... Oh, that's cute. Do it for roughly an hour, and then finish up whatever quest I'm on, and then run around and get any currents I can, and then return back to where I was. Hopefully that'll be enough time before the maintenance, that's the word. Summoning Stone. The stone bears a striking resemblance to an Amaro. On closer inspection, the stone appears to be a large horn. Perhaps if you were to blow into one of the holes, it would summon an Amaro, though it may be prudent to leave a rental fee just in case. Okay, where's the other hole? Where's the other hole? There? I'm gonna hope it's that, and not its fucking butthole, alright? And then one end might be the fucking mouth, because otherwise, that's not a very good option. Hey, I got that one. There's not a soul in sight, yet I feel eyes all over us. I'll tell you what I see. Barely anything, because it's so fucking bright. The sense of disorientation is quite overwhelming. I cannot take a dozen steps without forgetting whence we came. There was a plant which might help us, if only I could remember what it looked like. What the fuck? Well, here we are, yet the pixies are nowhere to be seen. Knowing them, their games have already begun. In which case... Fluxy, there's a variety of plants native to these parts with a distinctive furrowed tip. Looking Grass has its name, so called because it can be used to spy pixies. Believe it or not, I'll explain how I know all of this later, but first I need you to help me find some. Oh, if a voice calls to you, under no circumstances should you respond. You will only subject yourself to further mischief. Remember, the plant has a furrowed tip, and I cannot stress this enough, but do not respond to any voices you hear. Let's go, attune! Haha. Face scrub. Scrub. You search the scrub but find nothing resembling Looking Grass. Suddenly, a voice rings out. Greetings, mortal. What is your name? This is perfect. Oh, you don't have a name? How very, very sad. I could have had so much fun with it. This is perfect because I like to think of my character as more of a silent type anyway. So, joke's on you. Search the scrub but find nothing resembling looking grass. Voice rings out. What is it you seek, child? Perhaps I can help you find it. Such a rude child, and too clever by half. I shall seek my fun elsewhere. You find what appears to be looking grass. Suddenly a voice rings out. Ooh, a visitor. Where are you from, pray tell? Perhaps this one's hard of hearing. What brings you here? Ah! Stone deaf. How boring. Still, picking plants at our village is as good as indulging in our hospitality. And who are we to turn you away? Stay a while. Stay forever. Your body begins to feel heavy. Oh lord. Imagine if it was the one all the way over by fucking Alphina. Oh lord, yes. Yes! I take it you met with some trouble. Apologies for subjecting you to that. Can I assume from your presence that you managed to find us some looking grass? Yeah, possessed of a furrowed tip, this peculiar plant can apparently be used to see hidden pixies. Yes, this is the stuff. Thus armed, we should be able to see through the pixies' veil of invisibility, and seeing them is the first step to dealing with them. Come, let's gather everyone and put Oriange's little trick to good use. I was gonna say, you're just gonna leave me here like this? You're just gonna walk the hell away? Ooh, this looks like it's gonna be voiced. Nope. Wow.
Farasitha, Krakleath.
You just casually learned another language in 5 years?
No! We're found! How did this mortal know our trick?
Wait! I recognize their souls. These two have been here before.
Look! Twins! How adorable!
Oh!
I didn't put on a very thick, like, Scottish accent.
We have neither the time nor inclination to play. We have come to see Urianger.
Oh yes, Urianger, the peculiar one. In return for a place in Elmeg, he agreed to a riddle contest with us for 7 days and 7 nights without any sleep.
Holy shit. I do not envy the man.
Oh, that was so much fun! We must do it again!
I'm sure he'd be delighted. Now, if you'd be so kind as to lift your spell.
Shall we?
Should we?
Would we?
What now?
I don't know, but this is their home, so we must indulge them.
Right, we've made up our minds. We will lift our spell on one condition, that you first lend us a helping hand. Or 2, or 3.
I only have two
Once
hands.
you've helped solve all of our troubles, we'll let you see Urionje. Pixie's honor.
Well, there you have it. Pixie chores. I suggest we split up.
Okay, but could you like lift the spell so that we don't get lost in the middle of your chores? That'd be pretty cool. Oh lord, there really is 3. Okay. Hiya. Is Yala. I'm so hungry I may faint. Oh, no. Fruit, a little fruit will help set me alright. Will you go and fetch some for me? Just outside the village, you'll find a hillock. 2 great bale trees grow there. If you give them a shake, they should surrender their sweet, succulent burdens. The trees grow on the nearby hillock. Please hurry and fetch me their fruit. I'm liable to faint at any moment now. Okay. Sul Uin aches for your attention. Ooh, look at me, I have a task for you. Lidaran is our beloved village, and we want you to look... we want it to always look lovely. And it can't look lovely without flowers blooming. And no flowers bloom lovelier than the everblooms. So here are some everbloom seeds. Take them and sow them here, there, and everywhere around the village. Simple as a dimple, yes? No flowers bloom lovelier than the everblooms. Take these seeds and sow them here, there, and everywhere around the village. No. Come on. Okay. These seeds will grow into an enchanted grass that, true to its name, produces ever-blooming flowers. Next one. Helping us grow flowers, are you? They'll make this house look so much lovelier. There used to be a city of mortals here. A great big, bustling place called Bobart, or Bovard, or some such. But the Sin Eaters came and everyone disappeared. Since then, we pixies have been living here, and we've given the old houses our touch. Lovely, don't you think? Lol, so random. Vlad. Oh, I can't wait for more flowers to bloom. Perhaps I'll make pretty curtains out of them. And then we turn it in. What? O Sigyn thirsts for your kindness. Mortal, hear my plea. Our precious children are thirsty, and I need you to bring them water. Who are our children, you ask? Why, they're the leaf men you see standing about our village. Adorable, aren't they? Aren't they? Now you'll need to go to Long Mirror Lake to draw the water. Once you have it, see that our children have a good drenching. Oh, but be warned, the False make their home in the lake. They tend to play rough, so have care. Bale tree. bug comes tumbling down with fruit. Oh no. Dude, I can barely see that on the ground now. And now off to Orsigun. Undyne. I know her. Oh. What the fuck? Look at you! You want water? We'll give you a lungful. I'm just gonna take a couple hits real fast. Oh, do that. Even better. I just kind of wanted that to proc. Give water to... I can't read that. Leafman. Oh, look at you. Pristine water drawn from Long Mirror Lake. Okay. You've given water to our children. Thank you ever so much. They're all very dear to us. They wandered into Ilmeg as stray mortals, but we grew attached to them and decided to take them in. You and yours would have been our children too, but the enchantment didn't catch as well as we'd hoped. It's never too late, of course. I'm sorry, you're telling me you turn human beings into bushes? Not even humans, sorry. You turn sentient beings into fucking bushes? You fucking freak? We fairies are very fond of mortals, and it's very sad when they leave, so we simply don't like them. You fucking sick motherfucker. I don't like these things. Oh, so hungry. Did you get the fruit? Yeah, the sweet and succulent fruit of the bell tree, favored by pixies. Oh, thank you ever so much. You've saved me. Yes, saved me from my boredom. You should have seen the look on your face when the bugs came down. You've done me a great service, mortal. If there's one thing we pixies are serious about, it's having fun. Dull and painful things? Hate them. Sin eaters are dull and painful both, so we hate them especially. You mortals tried to fight those monstrosities, but there's no fun in that. Best to avoid them altogether, we say. I hate you.
You're the most interesting mortal we've seen in a good while. We all can't wait to play with you.
Go fuck yourself. I hate you. I hate you.
You're done sowing the seeds? Thank you. This shall help lead the Ran live up to its name, which means flower house. House, not flower house. No. Flower house, in case you weren't aware. We weren't always here, you know. We used to live deep in the lush forest. It was beautiful beyond compare, but almost all of it was swallowed up with the light. For a while we roamed, but eventually we found a place that men had abandoned. Together with our
I was reading that together as fairy because I am dyslexic.
together with our fellow Feyfolk, we decided to make it our new home. The land of everlasting spring. This is our home, and it could be yours too, forever and ever and ever. Well now, aren't you just brimming with life? I love to suck up all that aether like nectar from a flower. I'm going to hit you.
Onto the truth. Yikesy doodle. It has a picture. Oh no. Thancred looks just like you do. Ready to fucking kill at a moment's notice? This isn't voiced. Guaranteed. But am I set to auto or not? I am. How goes it, Fluxy? I almost gave him the fucking shitty Scottish accent. I have to do my shitty European accent. So, a mix of menial tasks and pranks. Yes, but... yes, that pretty much sums up my own experiences. Though they have no troubles worthy of my name. God, it's really hard to shift over. That one is so, like, prevalent, so, like, intense, that it's, like, taking over my brain.
How long are we supposed to keep at this? They're clearly playing with us.
Indeed, whenever I inquire how much more there is to be done, the answer is ever the same.
A little.
I doubt that they have any intention of releasing us in the near future. Okay.
Ryonjay once told me a story about the pixies. They're born from the souls of those who died as children, or so it's believed. Though they don't have memories of their previous lives, the desire to have fun remains imprinted on their souls. And so they live only to play, keeping hapless mortals for their pleasure for years on end, sometimes even until death.
In the past, when I sought to identify the true nature of ghosts, I came upon literature examining a similar subject. The soul was likened to a core that resides in the aether, and its presence is what differentiates us from such beings as sprites and arcane entities. Alcé's just looking at him like, oh, I fucking love that you're admitting your research into ghosts. Upon death, said core ordinarily dissipates alongside the aether that composes the flesh. However, it may be held together and bound to the corporeal realm, either by the will of its owner or by means of certain arts. In time, the soul may regather aether unto itself to assume another form, or find newly emerged life in which to abide. The pixies may be on one such instance of this.
If ghosts are merely souls without bodies, what does that make us? I think you've become that which you fear most, brother dearest.
A ghost? However, the pixies have come into being. However, the pixies may have come into being. If we leave them to judge when they are satisfied, they will never be satisfied. Nay, we must negotiate new terms with the creatures. But where to begin? It seems to me we would need at least one among them to sympathize with us. In the course of your chores, did any of you encounter a pixie who seemed even faintly amenable to reason? Not during my chores, perhaps. Theo Ul. That's the one who basically acts as my retainer, right? Not during my chores, perhaps. But Theo Ul. What? You knew a pixie from before? Not only are you acquainted, but you've entered into a pact. You might have mentioned this sooner. At any rate, I dare to hope this will offer us a way out. Without further delay, then, summon this Theo Ul, if you please. With the chat mode and say, use your keyboard or the software keyboard to enter Theo Ul to summon your pixie friend at the designated location. So, what I love about these quests where you get to say is, as long as it includes the exact text of what they want you to say, you can say whatever the fuck you want. But where goes to? I suppose it makes sense on a certain level. A pact with a pixie? Why am I not surprised? I hope Theo Ul will be able to help us. Come along, Fluxy. Summon your pixie friend. Theo Ul, you son of a bitch. Show your fucking face right now. I'm going to beat the shit out of your friends if you don't intervene. Wait. But I forgot one very important step. No! I think that was pretty much the exact same text. When you beat the shit out of you. You son of a bitch, show your face right now. I'm going to beat the shit out of your friends if you don't intervene. Too far away. My bad. I didn't realize that there was a spot I needed to stand in. Okay, now that I... Where the fuck is it? Now that I am in the correct spot... A voice rings out in your mind. Perfect.
So, my sapling has finally remembered about our lovely branch. But with such a half-hearted call, she may as well lock me off and cast me aside. I have no sapling.
Say it again. Please. Please. Theo Ul. I need you to fucking stop me before it's too late. I messed up. I forgot to eat.
Is that your idea of a fervent call? A sodden log could do it with more fire.
Dude? Oh! Well, God, I can barely see that. Okay. Say. Oh, loveliest of branches. Please grant me your succor. Or else. Hi.
You're late!
What the fuck do you mean I'm
I've been
late?
waiting for you to summon me ever since you came here. Waiting and waiting and waiting.
I've done it like 6 times! I'm gonna beat the shit out of you too!
But my sapling didn't so much as utter my name. Such a heartless thing she is. Cold and cruel and heartless.
I have video evidence!
Another self-important little brat. Just what we need.
Reminds me of my childhood.
All right, I'm sorry. It was a joke. Honestly, just a joke. But just now you called for me so earnestly, so fervently. I couldn't possibly stay angry at you.
You should read the chat
Very well.
logs, buddy.
As your lovely branch, I will lend you my strength.
Mm-hmm. How come you get a different character model?
Well, well, well. If it isn't Theo, ooh, the mold Theo. It's been too long.
Not long enough for you to think of any new games, though, apparently. If I were you, I'd be bored of myself. Now, let me make something clear. That mortal is mine. No matter what you do, she will never be yours. Never, never, ever!
Oh, not even a bit. But what about the others? Surely we can keep them.
No, you can't keep them either. They're for my amusement and mine alone.
God damn.
And if you lay so much as a finger on my sapling, I'll scatter the contents of her bag all over your precious village.
What does that mean? Don't empty my fucking stuff.
There'll be cold, hard metal, furry, festering food, stinky, sweaty small clothes, and
Hey!
all manner of other terrible, unmentionable things. How would you like that, hmm?
Don't pull out the unmentionables out of my bag.
All right. But will you not at least let us play with the twins? Just while the others go and see Urianger?
Aye, that's all we ask. And we promise we'll play nicely.
It seems we won't be joining you.
Aye! We'll reveal the hidden verdict to you at once.
So this is the true Ilmeg.
Wow.
How are you feeling?
Tired. Thanks for asking.
Better. I think I remember the way now.
Apologies for the delay. Shall we go and see Urianger?
Nah. No, I'm
Your
stoked.
lovely branch is useful, yes? So whenever
Mhm.
you're in trouble, you must remember to make use of me!
Oh my god, I'm sorry. Goddamn. I'm not fucking sorry. I'm glad that fucker's gone. I fucking called it fucking like 6 fucking times, and it has a audacity to tell me that I haven't used his services. To be fair, I literally left this fucking godforsaken world so that I wouldn't have to look at that thing when I used the summoning bell. Anyway. Worry not, we shall be fine. Go on and find Urianger. Send Urianger my regards, and tell him to live somewhere else, somewhere less annoying next time. Oh god, I heard those accents for too long again.
Theo certainly has a way with other pixies. For Alphino and Alice's sake, let us be quick. It would be a shame to return only to find that they had been made to play one game too many. I can't remember the accent anymore. I really can't. Now, the place we seek is abandoned manor of nobleman and scholar. The Bookman's Shelves, it's called. The Bookman's Shelf, it's called. After the fellow vast collection of tombs. An agreeable habitat for our friend. I'm sure you'll agree. Found it. If we follow the path north, we shall soon find the place. Come along. How far away is that? Lordy, that's all the way the fuck out there. It's not even that. It's not even this. This fucking cool thing. He's off that way. Where is he? There? Cool. Let's see. I got this. Okay. So there's this glitch, right? You put a ley line down, you aim at something, and then you transpose and between the lines at the same time. And yeah, okay, a little bit off, but I mean that's what I get for aiming at that wall instead of the door. It's been quite a while. I hope Erionje is well. Fuck! And here I thought we were... and here we are at long last. I give you Erionje's humble abode. Come, let's see if he's home. Please, tell me it's voiced. I beg of you. I truly do. I can sense it. I can fucking sense it. Yes! Wait, no!
Urianger, are you in? Unto a world weary of heroes, a hero wends her way. The Exarch did send word that thou wouldst seek me out, but ne'er did I imagine thou wouldst arrive so soon.
What the fuck? I haven't heard his voice in a long time. Oh, you're an astrologian now. Or were you before? No, you were like a...
glad am I to see thee once more, my friend, and none the worse for thy travails.
I can't remember, actually.
Run along, Minfilia. We will meet you outside.
You would really send her out on her own.
But
Another one for you to imbue, if you'd be so kind.
Thancred, you're being a jerk.
I take it thou hast met with our other comrades already?
You see, what happened is, the whole world is shit. I've become the Shadowbringer instead of the Lightbringer, and destroyed the universe.
That Master Alphino and Mistress Alize now travel in thy company is of great comfort to me. As for the rest, it beginneth in earnest. The hunting of the Light Wardens, and perforce the war with Yulmore. Hark thee then to my words, and through them behold the vision that I did glimpse, that of the 8th Umbral Calamity. As I drifted hither to the first, traversing the boundary twixt reality and potentiality, I did bear witness to events yet to come. There I saw the combined forces of Eorzea and the Far East offering fierce resistance to the legions of Garlemald.
Jeez.
So fierce, in fact, that they did begin to push the enemy back. Ilm by painful Ilm at first, then Yalm by Yalm, and Malm by Malm in time. Yet the joy they felt was short-lived, for in so doing they did force the Empire's hand. Faced with defeat, the Garleans turned to a weapon most vile. Black Rose.
I know of it.
Its potency defied all reckoning.
Holy shit.
Once released, the gas took on a life of its own, wreaking untold carnage not only in Eorzea, but in the provinces of the Empire besides.
Jesus, I just noticed the bodies in the water.
From fighters upon the front lines to babes in their beds, none were spared. And as the casualties became too numerous to count, so did the fabric of civilization begin to unravel. Nor did the land itself escape unscathed. For spreading from the site of its release, Black Rose brought death to the very soil. To survive amidst the chaos and upheaval, men came to live by the sword, the rule of law giving way, inevitably, to the rule of might. Thus was the spark struck and the fire kindled, and swiftly did it spread as a blaze in a field of straw to engulf every corner of the world. Nations worthy of the name did then cease to exist, and those souls brave and true who might have risen to restore order
No! What the fuck? Bruh.
were no more. For the weapon spared not one, not even thee. An endless age of war, begotten by the blight of Black Rose. Such is the legacy of the 8th umbral calamity which I did behold. No matter the cost, we must forestall this tragedy. To that end, I have labored during my sojourn in this world, discovering in so doing the answer to a pressing mystery. That of Black Rose's inexplicable potency.
Hmm?
Come.
Oh, fucking, he swoosed.
Dost thou recognize yonder chart?
It's the chart of the elements, yeah.
Indeed. 'Tis a rendering of the elemental wheel, such as one might find in classrooms across the source. As the chart maketh plain, our world is composed of 6 elements, in addition to which there exist 2 poles in fundamental opposition. Astral, the active, umbral, the passive. As a reflection of the source, the first naturally compriseth the selfsame forces. Yet, curiously, there is a notable divergence in their nomenclature. To be specific, the denizens of this world employ not the terms astral and umbral. Thus was I moved to inquire what names said forces had been assigned. A simple question which yielded a most unexpected answer.
White magic and black magic?
Upon demanding the name of the pole aligned with activity and growth, I was told that as life's myriad colors combine to produce black, the people of the First had called it darkness. At this, did my mind begin to race. Yet 'twas only when I asked what name had been given to the pole aligned with passivity that mine eyes were opened to the truth. Peace and tranquility being as purest white, unmarred by color, I was told it had been given the name of light.
Oh. Just simple light and darkness?
That's umbral light and astral darkness, yes? I'm no etherologist, but it strikes me that the nomenclature of the First is rooted in the generation of the two forces, while our own appears to focus on their effects, which makes one wonder, have we had it backwards all this time?
"'Tis indeed a compelling question, and one which beareth closer examination. Yet what knowledge we already possess sufficeth to explain the chain of events. The phenomenon of etheric thinning observed in the source is the consequence of light, the power of stasis, flowing in from the First to stifle the movement of ether within the land. And according to Master Alphino, Black Rose slayeth by halting the circulation of ether within living beings. Should such a weapon be unleashed even as the First were rejoined, replete as it is with light,
We would have a disaster of untold proportions on our hands. A calamity. Well, at least we have a better grasp of what we're facing. Our objective, however, remains unchanged. We are to eliminate the Light Warden of Ilmeg. Speaking of which, were you able to ascertain its whereabouts?
Aye. 'Tis all but certainly ensconced within Leargear, the castle which standeth in the midst of the lake. To enter said stronghold, we must needs turn to the pixies for aid. Fortunately, I have become quite adept at courting their cooperation. Henceforth shall I accompany you, and do all in my power to ensure that my vision doth not come to pass.
Okay. It's a lot to take in. Unfortunately, as I mentioned before, they're about to have a maintenance. So I need to end this one here. Hope you all have good days, afternoons, nights, whatever it is for you. I'll see you around. But I will keep recording for a moment. Oh no! I spoiled it for myself, but I'm so excited. Oh, it's like one of my favorite races in fucking Tactics Advanced. I love those guys. How do I get up there?